What up, YouTube? Coming to you live from Token Reef, Florida. This is the Basement Botanist coming at you. Finally decided on a name for myself, so that's what we're going to call me. It's the Basement Botanist. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm going to start posting up some pictures and stuff there pretty soon, so you guys check it out. Just wanted to show you what I got going on here. Getting ready to do a bubble run. Not going to do it tonight. I'm going to do it in the morning. I know it's kind of overkill having 3 buckets, but this is just the way I do it. Works out well for me. So what we have here is our work bag, our 220. I went ahead and cleaned all these out thoroughly. It's been a while since I've done any runs, so you want to make sure that your bags are all very clean. You want to get in. What I do is I take rubbing alcohol, fill it into one of these buckets, not any of these, but a different bucket, and then the screens are in the bottom here. So you'll want to take, just make sure that these are all cleaned out really well. So I just put the rubbing alcohol on the bottom and then wash the bags out with it. Make sure everything's cleaned out. Make sure all the screens are clean. So what we have here is the 220 work bag and then the 160. So this is my work bucket. None of this will be kept. This is all. It'll all end up being anything in the 160 you're not going to keep. It's just garbage. It's just a filter bag essentially to filter out anything that's coming through the work bag. Essentially, you'll have a lot of kind of chunks of green plant material, a lot of that stuff down there in the 160 bag. So take it from here, pull these bags out, take this bucket, pour it into here, which is our one. This is the 120 bag, and underneath it we have the 73. I went ahead on this run. I'm going to go ahead and skip the 90 on this run, and we're just going to do anything that would catch in the 90. We're just going to catch it in the 73 bag. And then here we have our 45 bag. This is the one that tends to catch the most. It's not the best quality. The best quality is going to be in your 73. But and most of the time, actually, a lot of times I've actually thrown out the 120 stuff. So it just depends on the strain and everything. So we'll see. But everything in that 73 bag is definitely going to be a keeper. That'll be your full melt. Anything in the 45, it's going to be probably the most. You're going to have probably twice as much in the 45 bag as you're going to have in the 73 bag, but it won't be full melt. It's really good hash, but it won't be, it won't melt completely like in the 73 bag. Then we have the 25 bag, which kind of catches all your like food grade type. I mean, I don't know, it's not the greatest stuff. It's more like just pieces of trichomes and stems. Definitely works, does the trick for you. I got a buddy who really likes the stuff out of the 25. He doesn't mind taking that, so he just throws it on top of bowls, smokes it up, and he seems to like it. Just adds a little bit to his flour. He likes doing that. Just wanted to show you this little tip that I did here. So once you go from here into here, you're going to start rinsing. So you'll start rinsing out your hash, just spraying water on top of it to wash all the green material out, make it nice and golden. But when you do that in these buckets, just depending on how much you have to rinse, they could tend to get really full. Not usually in this one, but if you were to not, if you were just leave it in this, eventually you're going to get up really high, and it's really hard to get the bags to drain. This 25 bag takes a really long time to drain out once it has shit all collected in the screen. So what I've done here is just taking a hole saw, cut a hole in the bottom of this bucket so it just drains right out into the sink when you're done. So less mess, less stress. It's a lot easier that way. Definitely recommend it. So I'm going to do a run in the morning. I just got all these set up. I got them all cleaned. They're all ready to go. So I just have to essentially just put my ice in, my material into the work bag. I stir for anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes. No longer than that. It's kind of a waste of time. And then I start filtering my bags out. Once you pour it in here, it just drains out the bottom into out your sink, and you don't have to worry about it again. And then you go ahead and do your second run. When I hand stir everything, so I don't have a bubble machine, so it's easier for me to work that way. Excuse me. So yeah, that's what I do. So I just wanted to show you guys, give you a little tip on the bubble bag situation and how I do things. So we will go ahead and, like I said, run this in the morning. So I do a 5 to 7 minute stir, filter everything through, pull my work bag out with the ice and the material in it, put that back into the freezer. Once I have everything drained out, cleaned out, then I'll go ahead and do a second run with it. Same material, stir it again, and you'll get, you know, maybe a third of what you got before, but it's definitely not a waste of your time. I mean, if I had a bubble machine, you do 3 or 4, you can even do 5, 6 runs with it, but to me it seems kind of a waste of time. So that's what I do. So 5 to 7 minute stir, filter it out. First run goes in, all the water goes out. Refill your bucket with ice and water. There'll be quite a bit of ice in there, but you want to refresh everything. Let it sit for a few minutes. Let everything, make sure everything's ice cold again. Stir again for 5 to 7 minutes. Run it through again, and that's what I do. So if you guys have any questions or comments, please let me know. And I'm going to be running some older material, some fresh frozen from my last harvest, which was quite a while ago. So we'll see how it turns out. It's probably not going to be the best, but you know, that's just how it goes. But I'm not going to waste all the trim that I have. Sorry I haven't had any grow videos. I'm not growing currently, but I will get back to it soon. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Eventually I'd like to move out to the West Coast so I can, you know, do this and not have to worry about anything. So guys, again, if you have any questions or comments, let me know. This is the Basement Botanist coming to you live from Tilconry, Florida, and I'm out.